And the first build from Marabouff is going down. This is a great advantage for Tanis. Welcome to Come Up, my name is Enrique, and this is the tournament of Kardy. Kardy is hosting a tournament on 1 vs 1 tournament, and this is the very first game of the very first round. The very first round is a best of 3. It's only medium players. Kardy is done with all these pros. Kardy is done with all these high elo tryhards. It's always being won by Awe most of the time, even if there is a secret name kind of idea about it. This time though, we have a medium players. It's probably hyenas or crocodiles and lower that can join the tournament. The tournament game we're playing now is Marabouff versus Tanis. We have the likes of Fatman Fred playing, the Haha is playing, we have Gate playing, we have Dovo King playing. We have a lot of medium players and medium elo players on the ladder doing a tournament that is hosted by Kardy on Kick. He's not streaming on Twitch, he's streaming on Kick. Kardy Farted. It's a bit weirder name, but his name is Kardy Farted, and there you can watch it live happening of every game that Kardy is casting and streaming. He usually is the neutral host as well, so it's really fun to watch all these players play. But today we have Tanis playing Marabouff. Marabouff is the orange Isengard in the top left of the map, and on the bottom right of the map we have Tanis. This is a very old map. It's a, as Jordan in the chat mentions, it's a 1.0 map, a vanilla map. And Tanis is known for his vanilla games. And what makes this such a weird map, you won't see outposts in the ladder games on the normal ladder and the competitive scene. You won't see any towers. These towers, these towers you can go into with archers to shoot from. There won't be any of those. There is a lot of creep to be taken, but especially those outposts, they generate 60 resources per time, and there's already a use of these the war chant of Marabouff. Marabouff's trying to take down a mill, but he's probably not going to make it, because there is an ability used. The spellbook is used for Tanis. Tanis is saving his mill and destroying the battalion. And another battalion is being attacked. Marabouff is trying to get a mill, but he won't be successful, because this is a lot of extras that are targeting it, and Wildmen are not very powerful. However, Marabouff kind of forgetting there's outposts. He's not going for it. He's not kind of trying to take the troll cave. Oh, actually, he's now going with the pikes, and the pikes of Tanis are moving directly to the base of Marabouff. They are not part of the defense. They just want to do some damage, and another save of the mill. If Tanis is saving all his mills, Marabouff is just spending money to be able to be a nuisance, but a furnace of Marabouff is being attacked by hikes and immediately building another one, so he's safe. And there's 2 clan settings. This could be a extra rush. Little bit of an income boost coming in for Marabouff. He is getting the cave troll layer. This is a good 500 resources that goes into your pocket very quickly. And yeah, a furnace going down because barrage is being used by Marabouff. Marabouff is not right-clicking the enemy. He was in position to shoot directly on them, so you did not need the barrage. Barrage is a good ability only if you're out of position. Like this, in this case, you just run around and you can shoot them. It is way more powerful in that sense. And Wildmen are fighting Gunabat warriors. Not a very good fight. You don't want to do that. However, this is a very early mill. This is pretty hidden mill as well. Isengard taking the outpost, but the pikemen are trying to destroy the outpost, which is very good. If you destroy it, it costs a lot of money to build it back, but no. The crossbowmen now focus targeting, and he is saving it. Here's a trample. Is the mill going down? No, the mill's still not going down. Trample is successful. The Wildmen are hurt, and the Wildmen just died. We have some extras. They are fighting against Marabouff's armies, and Tanis is in the lead. He is forcing Marabouff back, and he has units everywhere on the map. However, Marabouff does take a lot of money. Outpost is here for the armies of Angmar, and Trample's coming in, but there is no pikes. Using Warchant defensively, trying to get him out of position. There is a good Felwind, and the out of position now is in favor for Angmar. However, there is no follow-up. These Cavs are the only units fighting, and then his Vorchant with attack position is enough to destroy that cavalry attack. Top side of the map we have Furnace still, the outpost still alive, and there's just a big fight in the middle. This is all random, all mid. Tanis and Marabouff going at it. Ooh, strong trample by Tanis. There is now more Cav, and the Cav are doing crush damage. A lot of damage is done to the armies of Isengard, and they're not healing. So because Isengard doesn't have any heal, none of the armies of the evil side have any heals. This damage is pretty much set in stone. It won't go away, and here is the Wolfpack. Wolfpack very strong against pikes, not very strong against the Rangers. And here is some extras who can probably kill this easily. And Wolfpack's a little bit distracted. Middle of the map, the Wildman keep trying to attack mills, but Tanis is defending it properly. Actually, one mill is going down. Left side of the map, the Cav of Tanis is doing a lot of work. It's very nuisance, and Marabouff is not using his armies. Meanwhile, the Cav also took the outpost for himself. That is a plus 35. There's a lot of money going in. And here is the work layer going down for the armies of Isengard. Marabouff taking so much creep. That is a big advantage. And he finds a worker. The Cav of Tanis is finding a worker. Worker is going down maybe. Ooh, he might survive. There's also... Oh, yeah, with Warchant, that goes down very quickly. Big attack on top side of the map. A lot of those upgraded Wildmen are going to take down most of these mills. They were hidden, but Marabouff found them. And, oh no, the Cav just trampling into the pikes. You hate to see it. And a little bit of damage being done. But Cav is pretty fragile. You don't want to have that... you don't want to lose that too much. Bottom side of the map. Another work layer goes to the into the pockets of Marabouff, and Tanis is fighting it. He's trying to take a bot lane. 12 power points for Marabouff. Marabouff is pretty much in the lead. He's doing pretty well, but it's 650 versus 575. Yeah, Isengard gets a lot of income, especially with taking all the creep on the map. It's pretty much 2k, but Tanis is not done yet. He used the advantage in the middle of the map to get stone throwers out. A siege works in the middle of the map. A bit strong of an army. A few of those Thrallmasters with a bit with a kind of a strong army, and stone throwers should focus the buildings. They're doing a lot more damage than to units. And here is Haldar. Haldar is stopping this attack. They do lose the mill, but it doesn't really matter too much because Haldar is getting free money, of free experience, which is very good. Another attack from Marabouff on the right side of the map, but Marabouff also, Tanis also wants to keep his siege alive. And there goes a furnace. Very well done for Tanis. He's pushing through the midline, but they kind of forget that there is a Isengard unit in the bottom side of the field, and he actually gets the outpost. Wow, the outpost taken by Marabouff. He now has 2 outposts. He has an eco lead. He is spread over the map. It's a lot of expansion. There is a fight. There is a builder going down for Tanis. There is Vargent used on the bottom fight, but a very big fight on the middle of the map, as we see that Tanis is pushing in, trying to do some damage. But with all of the eco lead, this might not be a winning call. And Stone Thrower is trying to do some damage. The very first production builder goes down, and another stone throw is in, and Haldar is level 2. The stone thrower is targeting units though. You really want to target the production there. Production goes down. Actually, a lot of units are being damaged a little, but without that ice upgrade, it's not doing a lot of work. Another furnace goes down, and get more of the production maybe, but also not really. Saruman is in the middle of it. I totally missed that, and a Wizard Blast kills most of the armies. He's level 2 now. He can use Fireball to maybe kill Haldar. No, he's focusing the stone throwers, but that does no damage. Range doesn't really do much. And oh no, he's running away. If he took down the production with just one shot, that would have been the best case scenario. He's trying to fight the infantry war, but the infantry is not something you should target. And meanwhile, in his base, Tanis is losing a lot of his buildings, and a lot of the armies are going down to just a small harassment battalion of Marabouff. He should split his armies, maybe Tanis, and send something bot lane to stop the harassment. But yeah, losing all the stone throwers, that was his idea, to at least stop the advantages of Marabouff. But Marabouff now with 400 units on the map against the 40 of Tanis. Tanis is a bit decision paralyzed, I think, because he only has 400 resources. He loses the income. Marabouff has 2 times the outpost, and yeah, there is pretty much no defense for this. This could already be GG, because Saruman is just leveling up now. He is walking up, he has Fireball, he has Wizard Blast. This could be the death of him. Map is being swarmed by units of Marabouff. Tanis played very well, but I don't see him coming back from this. He's being surrounded by buildings of Marabouff. He has zero vision of the map, and a little bit of a desperate attempt. One more fight maybe. Saruman's still there, but here is the defeat. Here is the surrender. Marabouff taking game number 1. Let's go straight into game number 2 and see who's going to win this first match of the tournament of 1 vs 1 Kardy. Marabouff versus Tanis. Welcome to game number 3 already. There is no game number 2. The replay, I couldn't find the replay. This is game number 3. Tanis won the last game, and it's a do or die. It is Marabouff versus Tanis. The winner of this game will move on to the round number 2 of the tournament, of Kardy's tournament. But we see Tanis playing Goblins, and we see Marabouff rolling Isengard. The rules of this tournament is all random, 1 dodge, and mirror is a free dodge. You can play anything you like, and this is pretty much the case. So this is game number 3. Unfortunately, game number 2 was not there. It's Marabouff versus Tanis. Tanis on the left side of the map playing the white goblin faction. Right side of the map we have Isengard playing orange. Unfortunately, the colors don't match up, but it's part of the charm, I think. And Marabouff sending a few of his, or Tanis is sending a few of his early stuff straight to scout the base of Marabouff. And a builder of Tanis is on top left of the map, trying to build another cave troll, another tunnel to create some space, or to create some, you know, evacuation angles, attacking angles. And here's the first fight. It is the spam versus spam. It is Goblin Warriors versus, with a War Chant even, trying to get a furnace. But even War Chanted, these goblins are not going to do anything to these wildmen. They're not even taking a furnace. This is a very problematic War Chant. You really should have waited to get some more of the units in. You don't really want to War Chant no units, so that's a little bit of a problem. Use your speed, run around the map, but wildmen are actually going in for it as well. Goblin is chasing a builder. Builder is slower, and the first build from Marabouff is going down. This is a great advantage for Tanis, but it seems like Tanis does not really understand how to pilot the goblins. This is the problem with playing the Met. Medium side of the brackets, because not everybody is as proficient with every army and with every faction. Here come Tanis though with a lot of harassment. He's been watching Solas's builds, and he actually, oh no, a spider pit being spotted just by some wildmen running around. I feel like he must have spotted it, right? Like I think he does. But furnace going down, very well done. And one goblin is doing poke damage to the furnace in the backside of the map. And here come more goblins. He keeps spamming goblins, but he sometimes forgets to build them, it seems like. He's straight going for goblin for the spider riders, but there's already pikes in the mix. A little bit of a fight going on. It's the white colors of Tanis trying to hold off the push of Isengard, but Marabouff could just straight into the base of Marabouff, and there's no way he can defend against this. But Marabouff is taking it slow. He's just going to take down some work layers, and a lot of goblins are in his face, so he might have to deal with that a little bit. But the more units are on the field for Marabouff, the more difficult it will be for the goblins to find a target. This point Marabouff should know that top lane is full with tunnels, because there's been attacks from the top all the time. But Marabouff actually going just for the creepling the layers. Very smart of him. And another furnace going down for Marabouff. Tanis is not playing bad this game, and this would be a very good moment to use Barrage, but just misses the opportunity. The goblins run away and they start doing more and more damage. A little bit of a group is here to do a little bit of damage, but Marabouff's not distracted. He will take the money and he will attack another tunnel. Top lane, more warriors, more goblin warriors attacking Marabouff. It is just a race who can destroy more buildings. Is it Marabouff or Tanis? And it looks like Tanis is doing a lot of work here. And money in the pocket for Marabouff. Another creep going towards Isengard. It's kind of an, losing all these goblin warriors, not the best idea. And that means there's a lot less pressure to deal with Marabouff. He now needs to worry about more stuff. But their Spider Riders also attacking everything. But who is defending? There's nothing defending bot lane. The goblins need some force bot lane to stop the attacks, and now that there is no war chant anymore, the goblin warriors are going to try and force some trades in here. Using speed to advantage, he can avoid fights, he can just chase, and here come more depletions of the tunnels. Marabouff actually very well positioning his units so that they can't really surround them with the exit, and tunnel goes down. Goblins a bit of a trouble, but Spider Riders are now doing their harassment. It is 400 command points versus 450. Tanis is still in the lead, even though losing a lot of the buildings in the back of his base. And because Marabouff now doesn't have a lot of command points here, it is 208 units on the field versus the 308 units for goblins. Goblins might be in the lead, even though the command points is also in favor of... I keep messing it up. Of the goblin player. This is not gonna be fun, and the builder might go down as well. Yeah, the builder under attack is poisoned. Another builder going to Marabouff this early in the match. It could be a death sentence, but there's finally a counter to the Spider Riders in the form of Warg Riders. Warg Riders easily able to trample all the goblins. He needs a fissure. There is no fissure, and the builder is being rebuilt. Spider Links are out now, which is a bit of a weird call, but no fissure means there is no counter towards this. Field being used, tainted land being used for Tanis. That makes it so that there is more service area to fight, and Tanis is actually not doing very bad. He is destroying so many furnaces. Only 300 command point limit on the field and 375 for command points on as army, and that means that Marabouff cannot hold much longer. Maybe this is already DG. He's being swarmed by Spiderling. He's being he saves his build very well. He's trying to rebuild his furnace. Unfortunately, with the war chant, the Spider Riders are going to take another furnace down. Yeah, another furnace goes down. And the Spiderlings escape. They're running away from the arches. Spiderlings very, very vulnerable to arches. It's 300 versus 650. The whole income lead goes to the armies of Tanis. Tanis keeps swapping. Oh my god, there's more pressure on Marabouff. Marabouff is trying to get some money in the form of that ability for the devastation, because he needs some sort of income. It's not going to come from the furnaces, because the furnaces keep being targeted. The Spider Ride is going down to the fortress and to the works. That means that there's trample possibility. However, if this furnace goes down, he is again supply blocked. He cannot get any works in, which is a much needed problem. He can even turn on the Warg Riders now and just kill him with his Goblin Warriors. There is a debuff, so the Warg Riders are even weaker, but Tanis loses a lot of those Goblin Warriors. They cannot take the furnace, and the Spider Riders going down. Finally 450 command points, and more of those Warg Riders are on the field. That means Tanis is in trouble. He cannot keep spawning the goblins, because the goblins won't do any damage, and here is some income. These walled Mildmen are going to do some work. They're giving Marabouff some money, and another strong trample, killing a few of those goblins, but they don't kill enough. Here's the goblin warriors are focusing on the units, which they should probably focus on the furnaces. Another builder going on. I think there's 3 builders for Marabouff on the field. No, there's only 2. Or there's just 2, I should say. Wait, does he have a treasure? There is a treasury. He's building upgrades for his spider riders, but he needs... There's the fisher as well. He needs the pikes. Or at least like a fire drake or something, but he's spending his money wisely. And 825 to 600, Marabouff might be back in the game, because it's 300 and almost 400 units on the field against the 300 for the goblins. But the goblins units are so much more weaker that this might be a killing blow. It sounds weird, but definitely back in the game. Marabouff, a depletion and evacuation of goblins, trying to take this fight, but there's war chants used, and these goblins will never kill it. The archers even repositioning, and the spider riders dying to the wargs, because, you know, wargs are just so powerful. Here comes a little bit of a trample, and Tanis is in trouble. He has such a good stronghold over the base of Marabouff by killing so many of his furnaces, but somehow the Isengard player Marabouff is doing an incredible job by getting back into the game. He stopped the early harass, and Tanis is losing all of his spider riders, does not get the furnace, and the spiderlings are focusing the wargs, but now running into pikes, and everything dies. It's 200 units on the field versus the 400, almost 500 units on the field for Marabouff. Marabouff also very well spending his time to send units on the top and the bot side. He is back in the lead. There's no way that these level 1 units or tier 1 units can fight the armies of Marabouff. Tanis might be in a lot of trouble. It's 11 power points for the 5, 15, 22 of actually the power points are pretty even, 27 to 22 totals. I've just counted them up. It's 10 plus 5 plus 12. Actually, almost 30 now. Going very quickly for Marabouff in the spellbook lead, getting his income in, getting his lumber camps out, attacking tunnels everywhere. Spider riders are being sent out to try and destroy the warg, to the wildlings, and tunnels going down in the middle of the map. Marabouff is trying to get units out, but it is a cave troll. There's nothing being built. He has 2k, or how much money does he have? He has 1200. There's no heroes. There's no transition. And Marabouff, after losing so much early game, is pretty much in the lead. He is taking down almost every building on the outskirts of the map. He kind of forgets to destroy this rubble that can be rebuilt now. And another tunnel going down in the middle of the map. And if this level 3 tunnel goes down for Tanis, that's kind of a problem. And I think it might go down. No, there is a hero that does a lot of work. Azog is in the midst of this. And yeah, Azog can deal actually a lot of damage to the armies of Marabouff. But Marabouff is in so much control now. He has all his eco back. He was on maybe 2 furnaces, but somehow got back into it. And Tanis is on the back foot. Creep is going down. Very good for Marabouff. He really needs that money. And the more money he gets, the more difficult it will become. Here are the furnaces. Here is the extra money. Field of Fire is a 15 spellbook power with 4 furnaces. That is going to be a lot of money for Isengard. And only these 2 tier 2 units finally being buffed by the tier 2 units. The tier 1 units are being buffed by the tier 2 units with some heroes in the mix of it. This cave troll might do some work if he's not being targeted and is being careful to avoid the archers. Left side of the map we have another harassment party, Vorgent being used, trying to get more tunnels out. This is where the top players are kind of showing the differences, because Tanis is kind of struggling with all the harassment being done. He's sending all of his units back to deal with a Vorchanted boosted army, and he is going to lose his level 3 tunnel. Level 2 tunnel going down most likely. No, he still saves it. No, it is going down. Level 3 tunnel going down. That's a very expensive tunnel. And it's 755 command points versus the 1000 for the goblins. The goblins expanded on the bottom side of the field a lot, but is now spotted by the cav of the Isengard player Marabouff. Fortune juice for Marabouff. It's a pretty defensive war chant. He's not really close to the base, but that's a lot of goblins. My computer can't even deal with it. And the furnace goes down. First furnace is not even being targeted. He just avoids it. Yeah, there goes the furnace. A little bit of a grouping, and furnace going down. Tanis fighting back. Upgrades are ready. He could get Forge Blades. Maybe if he Forge Blades this and goes over the fortress, he might be able to kill everything. Ooh, Tainted Land plus Scavenger. That means money in the pocket for every kill for Marabouff, for Tanis, but Saruman on the field for Marabouff. He waited. He has his heroes. Lurch and Saruman is here. Level 1 though. He might die to this. If he focuses with all his units, he might die. Here come the heroes focusing the cave troll. Cave troll dying. Oh, Azog in the midst of it. No, that is not gonna happen. Level 1, Saruman half health, and is being targeted by the hero. Actually, he might go down. Is he saving it? Oh no, he's running back with it. There's poison ticking, but oh, here is the, yeah, he takes down Saruman. Very expensive unit, but Azog is not faster than the Isengard units, and they die. 3k in the bank for the Goblin player, Mr. Tanis. And bottom side of the field, we have Warg Riders fighting some Spiderlings. And Marabouff just all armies it and trying to kill the Warg Riders, but it's not going to be enough. A stone troll, a cave troll with a stone. Oh, damn. Okay, does a little bit of damage. That's kind of nice. But the level 2 is not dying. He is running away. Marabouff doesn't want any part of this. Almost got his level 25. I can't believe this game is still going. In the early game, Tanis was doing a lot of work and pretty much pressured Marabouff to destroy almost everything. And here goes another tunnel for Tanis. Meanwhile, on the top side of the map, we have forge-bladed pikes trying to do some eco damage, and more goblins are fighting. Oh no, you don't want to trample with your troll. You're running away. Yep, he is dead. And Lures in Carnage mode, or Rage mode, Carnage mode, is destroying every unit that the Goblin player Tanis has. However, he needs to also remember that he has a base to defend. Top side of the map, we have Saruman returning. Top side of the map, we have some harassment done by Mr. Tanis. Tanis doing a good work on trying to get the furnaces down. 25 command points, almost 25 command points for the Isengard player Marabouff, while Mr. Tanis is on 15, and only he now gets his 15 power point. This is the difference, because Shelob, oh, he's being targeted because of this. Oh no, he dies instantly to pikes, to Lurds, and Lurds is level 5 and he can keep fighting. Saruman is joining the fray. It's 25 powers in the mix of it. What a comeback for the Isengard player Marabouff. He uses his freezing rain. Wow, he has fire, Feudal and freezing rain available. And here come the Dragon Summon. Dragon Summon plays on something. Ooh, that is Saruman doing a powerful Wizard Blast. Getting level 3 of it. Fireball. Poof, more damage. And here's the Fire Summon for the Isengard player. Pushing away his own Saruman. But fuck it, he is going to go attack with his summon. Going straight for the production. Ooh, that is a good position. You might be able to get all 3 of it. Yep, there goes all 3 of the production. And no more pikes for you, baby. And here is the fully upgraded Warg Riders. Or this is fully upgraded, right? Yep, fully upgraded. Is he focusing the upgrades? Oh, he's focusing the upgrades with his dragon. He is fully upgraded units in the base. Marabouff is fighting Azog. The dragon might be able to do some damage here on the fortress, but just the forged blades is probably going to be enough. Saruman actually dying again. Yeah, the forged blades are going to do it, and Tanis might call it here. You can just destroy the fortress. Yep, the fortress is going down slowly by the forged blades units. The forged blade extras are actually very powerless. powerful. Marabouff grouping his units a bit more. And very well played by Marabouff, destroying the fortress of Tanis. Tanis does not have any spellbook anymore. Does he have money to rebuild? No, there's no money to rebuild. Is there a builder? There's no builder either. Maybe top lane there's a builder, but he might call it here. Saruman is fighting, just another upgrade, level 3. He now gets some money, and this must be GG. Where is Marabouff's builder? There's no builder. Or Tanis builder, there's no builder. There's still a building there. He sells it, and Tanis is defeated. Marabouff taking the win, winning the best of 3. Well done, Marabouff, for sticking in it after this very difficult early game. We are going straight into round number 2 as Marabouff wins round 1. If you would like to see us cast these games live, go to twitch.tv/Enrique707. And if you just like to watch these videos on YouTube, leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.